Hello everyone, my name is Robot Ren, welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to Ark Survival Ascended. Now, on Ragnarok, I successfully made it through the first night. We are on to day 2. It was a pretty uneventful night, other than the fact that I managed to gather quite a number of narco berries, and then turn those narco berries into narcotics so that I could then make tranquilizer arrows. That's right, we have tranquilizer arrows all ready to go. That is part of the benefit of not starting out completely fresh, but bringing over some of those skills from the island. So today we are going to be taming something. Now, common wisdom would say just get a parasaur, right? They're going to be easy to tame, they're going to be nearby, and I love them. I love parasaurs. I think they're amazing. So what we're going to tame is an iguanodon, because they're just objectively better as an early game mount, right? They're better at fighting, they're faster, they have unlimited stamina when you're on all fours, and they can convert seeds, or convert berries to seeds for later when we want, you know, to grow some stuff. So we're gonna have to go track down an iguanodon, and I'm not entirely sure where they are. I think they're probably pretty close, but we're gonna be on foot for a lot of it. So first things first, we have got to make some bolas, because I keep forgetting to do that, and I should have everything that I need to make some bolas. Bowl of thatch. Oh, I can definitely make some bolas. We're gonna make about 15, which I found to be a pretty good round number for carrying on you, at least in the early game when you're doing some taming. Later on, just having a few, just in case you encounter like a raptor or something when you're off your mount. Not a bad idea, but 15 seems to be a pretty decent number. All right, the bolas have been crafted. Let's drop off the rest of that stuff. Speaking of, nah, we can hold off on that. What else might we need? It's been a little while since I've tamed an iguanodon. I don't think... Baby dodos. Baby dodos give prime meat. But, I don't know, a raptor wouldn't be a bad first tame. But they have typically such limited weight capacity that it doesn't make for a great all-around tame. Boy, it's feeling pretty cloudy. And also, while we're out and about, if we happen to find a trike, if we happen to find some crystal, that would be kind of nice for making a spyglass. All right. Now in ASE, like this area down here was pretty well safe. You know, the occasional dillo, but for the most part, nothing terrible spawns down there. But crossing through this threshold opens you up to a whole lot of other stuff. You know what? I should probably have these out just in case. My God, the visuals on this are just stunning. Even though I said I wasn't going to tame a parasaur, we're still going to look at the parasaur, and that's a 102. So that's a great backup plan. I I probably shouldn't be so picky from my first tame. 108. Yeah, I probably shouldn't be so picky for my first tame, but I'm going to be picky for my first tame. I'm just going to do it. Don't want to get too close to the babies. I have had otherwise non-aggressive creatures, you know, unless you attack them, like Frikes, kind of turn on me if I got a little too close to their babies in the past. Maybe it was a bug. Maybe that's how it's supposed to be. I don't want to test that theory. 18 and mate boosted. What are you? Man, that is so tempting. Well, these bushes over here are moving around an awful lot. That's something I'm going to have to get used to with the new system, the higher level graphic settings I've got, is that now I've got that enabled. And I can probably use it to my advantage. At least a little bit. But for now, every time I see it move, it just kind of scares me a little bit. Well, there's a lot of parasaurs around here. Another 108. Hero 108. Baby 108. A 162. That's a female. Oh. The curse of the 180, though, man. The curse of the 180. Are these all female? No, that's a male. That's a 180, though, and a 174? Like, I don't know. Parasaurs just outlive their usefulness really quickly. But, oh, shnikes. I forgot that Therius can be over here as well. That's a big ol' yikes, man. You know what else is a big ol' yikes? I didn't bring a saddle. Which means if we do find an iguanodon to tame, I'm going to have to bring it back the hard way. Oh. Stego. These colors are amazing, though. No. No. We're not taming parasaurs. Unless we can't find any iguanodons, then we're taming parasaurs. Just look at that. Wow. I am blown away. Absolutely blown away with the visuals so far on Ragnarok. Ooh. Oh yeah, and I think I remember the devs saying something about they did the clouds a little differently on here, and it does feel a little different so far anyway. Well, so far, no iguanodons. Just beautiful, beautiful landscape. But I will keep looking around and hopefully find what we're looking for. Oh, 2 of them. Get back here, you little cretin. Standard round. Listen, can we just talk this out? I didn't want it to come to that, bro. Oh. Chase him down for some spoiled meat. That's all right. What did you steal? That? Probably a little more important. Well, so far, I have been very unsuccessful in finding iguanodons, and I have come all the way over to this area so far. I'm afraid I'm going to have to push in more to the interior, which means I'm going to have a much higher chance of encountering something I don't really want to encounter. But that is how the game is played. Nope, I definitely want to have those out. This fog is crazy and eerie and unnerving. That's the 174 dodo that we already passed. I'm not nervous, you're nervous. You know, I genuinely appreciate the OG content creators and players, and you know, but just the OG content creators who feel so comfortable running around on foot. Because when I am on foot, I feel naked and afraid. It makes me question my life choices. So I've definitely been through this area before. Can I get a little further inland? I mean, this is jungle. Beach and jungle is typically where iguanodons spawn. That's, yeah, that's a 30. We've already looked at that one before. And I know that Therizino is over in this general direction. So gotta be head on a swivel for that, but Dillo. Just gonna ignore each other, alright? Everyone walks away alive. Oh. Well, that's not totally ominous. I mean, it may be benign, but... What was it? What the... Can I not go in there? What's going on? Alright, well, he can come out. Means I can go in. But I definitely couldn't over here. Yeah, no, that's a wall. Do I even want to go in here? That's... Wow. That's scenic. And also probably a death trap, so let's not go down there. I'll try to stay up here and see what, if anything, wants to kill us. You know, generally speaking, going into a cave like this on foot, completely blind, no knowledge, is a really bad idea. So let's keep pushing forward and see what we find. So far, just a whole lot of nothing, which, you know, I guess that's better than the alternative of death. Wow. I do not see an easy way down there. Yeah, that's blocked. All right, well, we're going to call this little bit explored for the moment. Try to remember where it is and come back to it later. Man, that'd be an awesome place for a base, though. Oh. You scared me. Okay, not so much scared, it's just startled. I wasn't expecting that. Which is a bad thing, because I definitely should have been expecting that. And I shouldn't have been gawking at just how darn beautiful this is. I'm going to say it so much, people are going to get tired of hearing me say it, but maybe it's the new computer, maybe it's just the map, maybe it's a combination of both. But I am in love. Now, if only I could find a good iguanodon. Look at this Anki. If only you were a higher level, sir. You look amazing. For some reason, I suddenly want a Mountain Dew. Oh. I don't think I should go in there. He says, going in there. This feels like a death trap. got a bad feeling about this. At least it's daytime. I vaguely remember at one point in my travels on this map in ASE encountering a megalosaurus over here. But since it is daytime, if that were to... Oh, what are we running from? What are we running from? I'm not nervous, you're nervous. I kind of wish this main would, you know, knock it off a little bit. These blue flowers should be rare flowers. Yeah. Oh. Easy rare flowers. Just another reason to love this map. That is a very big fish. That is a Carno. That's 2 Carnos. No. That's 2 Aloes. That's even worse than 2 Carnos. So, we're not going over there. Man. This has not been a very fortuitous? Nah, fortuitous is not the word I'm looking for. Productive. I don't know why I'm grabbing those rare flowers. Not like I need them right now. Or will need them for a while. I don't know, guys. I'm just not seeing any iguanodons. And that's... Well, that's genuinely unfortunate. I also haven't encountered any crystal, but, you know, that's kind of a secondary goal. Oh, we got some kind of ruin up here. Well, that's cool. Like some kind of theater, auditorium, classroom, something. Temple, maybe. I'm just gawking around. I mean, a yellow drop of the ring, right? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Those are some pretty nice boots. Well, that was a total bust. That's not at all how I wanted to go down. Also, this storm is lasting forever. Oh, they're not boots. The blueprint. Okay, hear me out. Yes, it's a parasaur, but it's a 174 parasaur. And I gotta have some kind of mount to ride around. I mean, look at that Therizino behind me. It already wants to kill me. I'm never gonna survive on foot. I'm just not. I'm not built that way. So, this girl is gonna be our new friend, just as soon as that there Xeno goes away and lets me tame her up. Go away. Go on, get. Of course, my luck, she's gonna wake up just when that there Xeno comes over, and then that's gonna be the end of that. Oh, is the storm finally letting up? Oh, that would be nice. Let's turn. All right. It's already on. All right, I just gotta hang around here and watch her and make sure she doesn't wake up when that Therizino is nearby. That would ruin everything. That Therizino went away for a while and now it's wandering back over this way. Seems like the closer she gets to being tamed, the closer that Therizino gets back to her. Come on, girl. Let's get this done. Welcome to the team, Sienna. Let's get you saddled up and get the heck out of here. That Therizino's got my nerves on edge. Alright, well, it's not the direction I wanted to go. Like, it really isn't the direction that I wanted to go. But dang it, I do love me some Therizinos. And a 174, I know there was a 180 over there, alright? But I just can't bring myself to berry tame a 180. Plus, I'm not going to go hog wild with the parasaurs this time like I did last time. Like, let's just get the one. She'll be very handy. She'll be very useful. She'll help us build an empire. And then, when I no longer need her anymore, well, she can just sit on the sidelines and enjoy retirement. But I don't need you on attack mode. No, I do not. Wow. I do love those colors. Yeah, okay. Stat-wise, 1600 health is okay for a parasaur at this level. 988 weight. It's kind of hoping for a little bit more than that, but still of use. 2160 stamina, though, that's very good for a travel mount. So, and 403 melee, I mean, we'll melee with her when we have to, but it's not like she's going to be our primary fighting mount. Let's turn off your ally looking. So I've noticed that the nights on Ragnarok are really bright, which is kind of convenient because then it means nights aren't completely useless, especially to a content creator who puts stuff on YouTube that historically makes things darker to begin with. So we may see more night stuff as we go along, but for right now, I think this is a perfect time to end the episode. Next episode, I have no idea what we're going to do. We'll probably look for another tame or two and start building up our stable of animals so that we can continue to progress. But that will be for the future. My name is Robot Ren. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next episode.